Whether you are a non-vegetarian or not, you must have heard the words Jhataka and Halal at some point or another. The question is what exactly they mean and why is so much of a controversy around them. Theoretically, Jhataka and Halal are methods of slaughtering animals for consumption in two different communities. While Muslims follow the practice of Halal, the Hindu and Sikh community prefers Jhataka. Now the question is, what's the difference and why there is controversy? Many times myths prevail in religious issues. Often translation of ideas from one language and culture to another conveys different and even opposite meaning. The method of slaughtering an animal is that the four main arteries of its neck should be completely cut. These are jugular artery, foot pipe, jugular vein and windpipe. Halal and Jhataka both are savage ways of torturing poor animals to please the gods in name of sacrifice or bali. What is halal? Halal means permissible. Halal food is that which adheres to Islamic law as defined in the Quran. Islamic method of slaughtering or Zabaha produces halal meat. Zabaha is basically uttering Bismillah and cutting quickly with a very sharp knife the animal's throat and main artery while keeping the spinal cord intact. This enables the blood to be pumped out. Blood is considered dirty and prohibited for eating or even trading in Islam. In Islamic nations, halal is practiced by cutting throat. Sometimes animal is beaten, thrown on the ground and hog-tied. When the animal is fully conscious, a knife is used to cut the throat. The spinal cord is left intact. The animal is then left in excruciating pain to bleed slowly to death. In Sanatan Dharma, eating meat is totally prohibited, but still Hindus and Sikhs practice the Jhataka method that involves chopping the neck off in one quick stroke. The animal dies instantly. Jhataka, as the word suggests, is quick death, usually by severing the head from rest of body. It is recommended form of death by Indian scriptures in case of bali and to consume meat. Sikhs and Hindus who do it prefer Jhataka. Why do the Sikhs don't eat halal? Eating meat, which is a sacrificial offering to an idol or god, is prohibited in Sikhism. Often Sikhs say the act of uttering Bismillah followed by La ilaha illallah is sacrificing to Allah or a sacrifice in the name of Allah. According to Sikhism, no living animal wants to offer itself as a sacrifice. Besides, God resides in all, so there is nothing we can offer God, for they are already His, but for our delusional egos. According to Islamic scholars, no Muslim sacrifices any animal to Allah. He sacrifices in the name of Allah, but only on Eid, and he is well aware that the Quran says that the sacrifice of animal meat or blood or food doesn't reach Allah, nor He has any use for it. Not all Abrahamic religions consume halal. Christians don't eat halal meat nor support, since it's very inhuman and brutal way of slaughtering animals. In the West, slaughterhouses have instant death methods which are painless. In Western countries, the animal is stunned with an electric bolt and rendered unconscious before using the knife. According to many Muslims, halal way of slaughter is less painful as it cuts the carotid artery which pumps blood to brain. They don't understand the mechanism of pain. On the contrary, non-Muslims believed that pain is caused due to any kind of injury. Site of injury and pain center in brain is connected via nervous system. Spinal cord is the main line of that connection. In halal cut, spinal cord is intact, and that's why the extreme jerky movement of animal is seen. This jerky movement is due to pain. In Jhataka slaughtering, the spinal cord is cut instantly, so pain sensation is not possible. That's why Jhataka cut is less painful way of slaughter than halal cut. The most important thing is the process of halal is very painful for the animals. Scientists say during this the animal, due to huge amount of stress for a continuous period of time, goes through hormonal changes whose meat when consumed is harmful for long run. Jhataka, however, is the least painful and comparatively healthy apart from maybe a stunned animal. According to Muslim, by cutting off arteries, the entire blood flows out of body and impurities are out and there is no chance of disease. But in other methods, the carcass is held upside down after slaughtering, thereby draining all blood, and meat properly cooked have next to zero chances of being infected. Docile animals like cow and sheep do not always visibly exhibit their pain. EEG study works perfectly to unearth their sensation of pain. Scientists have shown that within 5 to 10 seconds of cervical dislocation, the function of the cerebral cortex stops. Similar studies by French investigators for ventral neck incision have shown the cattle to exhibit pain response up to 60 seconds and sometimes for minutes. And if the cut is not successful during halal, the animal undergoes unbearable pain. The reason behind this suffering is twofold. Primarily, the nerve connection through spinal cord is intact, and secondly, the vertebral arteries that also supply blood to the brain are unaffected during halal slaughter. In contrast, during Jhataka way of slaughter, both the neural and blood vascular connection is instantaneously disrupted. As a result, no oxygen is supplied to the brain, and hence the animal post decapitation almost immediately completely loses consciousness. Halal slaughter causes noxious stimulation and contributes to a significant increase in the feeling of pain in the animal under slaughter, as per the studies of Australian and British group of researchers. And there are high chances that an halal meat is a few days older because the meat taste doesn't change quickly due to the blood being drained during slaughter. So if you have doubts whether meat is fresh or not, go for Jhataka because it has to be consumed within the day itself. Whether halal, Jhataka or shop, there is no technique that is not painful. Pain occurs in every technique. Hindu scriptures are against eating the flesh of another for want of increase of one's own flesh. This is from a philosophical ethical point of view and seems pretty logical. You can never please God you worship by slaughtering the animals. Saying Bismillah won't reduce pain of a dying animal. Those little friends are counting on us, the noble beings. If you want to think about animal pain, don't kill or hurt it. Halal or Jhataka, both are bad in that sense. Next level of stupidity if we start talking about painful or painless killing. Do you want to die with slitting your throat or beheading?
That is all for today. If you like the video and to see more interesting videos in future, please hit like button and subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon and share the video with your friends. Stay healthy, stay fit. God bless you.